Hello everyone, this is Across Univer. Understanding the stock market is like understanding an alcoholic. It treats you terribly, then the next day it wakes up acting like nothing happened. Just look at today's market. Meta is up $41,000, PayPal is up $7,600, Elf on the Shelf is nearly $10,000, Palantir is up $115,000, and Nvidia is up over 5%. This comes after a very bad day in the market yesterday. And today turned out to be even better than yesterday was bad for me. Absolutely incredible. I woke up to a headline I didn't want to see. JP Morgan says institutions bought the dip while retail investors panic sold aggressively. Retail investors sold about $1 billion worth of stocks, which is 2.5 standard deviations below the 12-month average, while institutions bought over $14 billion, which is 2.9 standard deviations above the 12-month average. So yesterday, the VIX spiked, stocks were crashing everywhere, and unfortunately, the same story played out again. Every time I think retail investors have learned to buy during these situations instead of selling, it happens again. In my private stock group, I mentioned that there's a difference between well-trained investors and those who are not. Well-trained investors know to buy when stocks are crashing and the VIX is spiking out of control. If the market crashes more, we buy more in the coming weeks and months. Non-trained investors see a market crashing and they sell for losses, staying on the sidelines until the market is back to new all-time highs and the hype returns. Cheers to all who were buying the dip and never tripping. Absolutely incredible. Next, let's discuss Fubo's earnings. Fubo released their earnings this morning, showing a 26% year-over-year revenue growth and a 24% increase in subscribers. Celsius also reported earnings today, and despite beating estimates, their stock fell 57%, which is very discouraging for bulls. We will dive into these numbers and see if there's any opportunity there. Additionally, we'll talk about Palantir stock, which closed at about $26.50 today, up 10%. This is interesting because I had predicted before the earnings that the stock would be between $25 and $28, and it closed exactly at the midpoint of my prediction. We'll explore where Palantir might go from here. Before discussing these stocks, let me talk about the Chipotle put options. I decided to sell a large portion of my Chipotle put options yesterday. One reason was that the VIX spiked above 50 yesterday, indicating extreme market volatility. In such scenarios, selling put options is a wise move. Now, let's look at Fubo's financials. Their subscription revenue was $362 million, up 26% year over year, and advertising revenue was $26.2 million, up 13%. Total revenue was $390 million, up 25% year over year. Their cash flow improved by $39.2 million, and they have $161 million in cash reserves with no debt maturing in 2024 or 2025. Overall, Fubo is moving in the right direction, and I expect their stock to rise from around $1 to about $3 in the next 12 months, gradually eliminating the possibility of bankruptcy. This is a very exciting development. Finally, let's look at Celsius's earnings. Their revenue grew 23% year over year, with North America growing 30% and international markets growing 17%. Gross margins improved to 52%, and net income increased by 55%. They plan to launch in Australia, New Zealand, and France this year. I find Celsius stock very attractive right now and might start a position soon. Overall, these stocks have great potential, and we will continue to monitor their performance. If you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thank you for your support, and see you next time.